All right, here we go, guys. In the red, representing It's GoSu Esports, we have our former Incredible Miracle player, former MVP player, current It's GoSu player, HwangSin. And at the top of the map, in the blue, winning 2 games already for his team. From the team Empire, it is Happy.
All right, so...
You like that?
I do like that.
Legend taught me that one.
Yeah, very nice zoom there.
That's
so,
right, thank you.
In order for HwangSin is going to have to not make the mistakes that Kingdom did in the first game. He's seen Happy 2 games now, where Happy's just passive. I'll sit, I'll get to 3 base, I'll counter what you're doing, I'll just be slow and methodical, which is smart. HwangSin is going to have to not let him just sit back and be comfortable forever, because we've seen when you do that, Happy made a few mistakes, but yeah, he really punished people for trying to be too patient.
Yeah, pretty much. You can't let Happy be happy.
Yeah.
You have to make him unhappy by attacking early.
I see what you did there.
That's the plan. Thank you. That is what I did there. I'm checking to see if they're both mineral stacking. It looks like HwangSin is, and Happy's not.
All right,
there should be 2 on this one, not 2 on this one.
Yeah, laziness.
I'm so picky today.
All right, so it looks like 1 gate expand, 1 racks expand. At least that's what I would assume so far. No gas, and then 1 gas for Protoss. But HwangSin is known to switch things up a bit and be like, oh, you think I'm 1 gate expanding? Well, here's a 4 gate for your trouble.
Yeah, and HwangSin checking for proxies, because that's a good thing to do. You never know.
Yep.
Never know. And on this map, this is actually one of the maps that I've seen a lot of people proxy on, to be honest with you, too.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good places to proxy because the watchtower is just so far away from your base. You really have to scout all those little corners and crevices.
Yeah, like right here, people hide stuff quite a bit. Right up here, you can see Happy scouting as well. I almost said STX there, but...
Yeah, I can't remember who was playing with. There was a Void Ray 3. I was parting, I believe. Void Ray 3 gate all in on this map. If I'm not mistaken.
Maybe it was Genius.
Maybe it was Genius. It was Genius, I think.
Genius is kind of the big Void Ray guy these days.
All right, so there's the 1 racks gasless expands, and...
Hey, he took those minerals, man.
Wow. Thief.
What a jerk.
Thief. Arrest him. And I'm going to guess that HwangSin's just going to go up to 400 and drop his Nexus as well. And obviously Happy is going to try to get rid of this Pro before he builds his gas, if he decides to build a gas. I'm really curious what he's going to do now, because now he's safe from scouting for about another 5 minutes.
Pretty much. And look at this harassment, too. Not letting the Nexus go down. Happy's been pretty good with this. But
infuriates me so much. Oh, messes up. Because it's like, hey, I used to do it to Zerg all the time, and now Terran and Zergs have figured out that it's even more annoying to do it to Protoss players, because you can't get Stalkers till you're supposed to already place that Nexus.
Yeah, you really need to, too. I mean, if you let Protoss expand like that, it's just a huge pain.
All right, so, yep, 3 racks. And then I guess it will be gas. Sometimes you can actually see 4 racks and then push, which is really nasty if you do it before Protoss has Colossus or Templar.
Well, there's it seems like the 2 that we've seen aside from 3 racks have been like what Pult does sometimes, where it's 5 barracks and then push with just Marine.
Yeah, that's
or
a really
you
hard
go
one to stop.
4 barracks and then double gas, and then just go really heavy bio upgrades and really heavy Marine with that. Looks like it will be pretty standard this time around. Just 3 barracks, probably going to see that factory go down fairly soon, and then Medivacs on the way as well as some bio upgrades.
Yep, and looks like it'll just be standard HwangSin going to go to 3 gate.
Yep.
Very, very standard, safe stuff. The only thing he's not safe against is Cloak Banshee, and he knows it's not because he scattered no gas.
Yep.
So yeah, it's very, very safe, very, very standard stuff so far.
Yeah, and I mean, he doesn't need to worry about Cloak Banshee as well, it seems like, too, because if you go for Cloak Banshee in this situation after expanding, it would get there so late that you'd be very vulnerable to a lot of earlier 2-base timings, too, with that.
Yep.
Generally why we don't see that in this matchup. Looks like we're going to have a Robo.
Robo, there it is.
There it is. It's a Robo. I'm like Zoom happy today.
Yeah, no. I'm going to guess that... Ooh, watch out, Stalker. Nice harass, though.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm going to guess that we're going to see Happy's going to do the early engineering bay and factory again. He's next. He's done that 3 games in a row, basically.
Yeah.
And then he'll decide, you know, do I want to push or do I want to build a third? But judging from the games we've seen so far, he's just going to be like, okay, I'll build a factory because it's what I'm supposed to build, and then I'll just get a third.
Well, he's so confident in his late game.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see a Terran that is confident in their late game.
Yeah, it's usually not.
Yeah, the reason he is, though, is just because he builds so many ghosts, you know?
Yeah, and like Axlav, you know, who lives with us, like he always says, you know, good Terrans, no nonsense. Build Marauders, build Marines, build Ghosts, and that's how you deal with Protoss late game.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have that many EMPs, you just like cut the health of their army in half, and that's that, you know. But a lot of Terrans don't do that. A lot of them try to get fancy with Vikings, positioning, you know, micro drops. So, you know, I feel like just getting tons of ghosts is a bit underused, kind of like we were talking about. But at the same time, it's I'm just, I don't know. I wish there were other options for Terran in the late game, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's really, against Zerg, you can do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
You can go Mass Ghost still, even now, even with the snipe nerf, you can do it. But against Protoss, it's the only option. I mean, otherwise, Colossus Storm just will destroy your whole army unless you have EMPs for both the Storm energy, Sentry enemy, energy, and for all the life on the units.
Pretty similar worker count for both players right now. And as far as what Happy's doing, he is getting that barracks number 4 and 5, going up to 5 barracks. There's a reactor and starport. There is the engineering bay getting upgrades. So yeah, just the most normal thing in the world right now for Happy.
Exactly the same thing you did game 1. And I expect, you know, not necessarily the most normal build, but he'll just get his 3rd CC probably in about 400 minerals.
Well, a lot of Terran players like to push when they get these first 2 medevacs out.
Yeah, but he hasn't done it.
That.
Yeah,
it's a little bit odd. I mean, there is a bit of risk associated with that, but this time around, I don't think there really would be.
There usually isn't. I mean, there generally Protoss stick with Zealot Sentry for a while until they can get, you know,
I feel like
more stalkers later.
I feel like the reason it kind of fell out of style is because a lot of Protoss were going for faster Colossi
blink,
back in the day, or faster Colossi, and then so you would push, and there would already be like 2 Colossi, and you'd be like, oh great, I guess I have to run away and hope I don't get force fields. But now, when everyone's going for this quicker Templar tech, and HwangSin actually going for blink and then Robobay a little bit later, there wouldn't be any Colossi out, you know, if Happy decided to push with this, which he doesn't really look like he is.
How many stalkers does HwangSin have right now? Just the 2.
Just the 2, yeah.
If Happy did drop, you know, he's not going to lose the drop ships to stalkers. He could just, you know, say, all right, I'll just drop and see what happens, and you're not going to lose them. But, you know, like you said, Happy can't know that there aren't, say, 5 stalkers or a Colossus out that would make him lose that force. So.
Well, speaking of Colossi, the first one is on the way.
And
going up 2 more gateways.
Happy is on top of stuff. 2 Vikings already. Like, he is... I don't know what it is. He's playing really, really well.
Yeah, and he hasn't really scanned or seen anything either. He just is kind of making that assumption. I think it's because he saw the observers, so he's like, well, I better make a couple Vikings anyway, just in case.
Yeah. I don't think he actually saw the Immortal or not.
I don't believe he did. No.
Yeah.
And
here he comes. Yeah.
Yep.
So he has to be careful because this is the time where HwangSin actually
ready.
will have the stalkers, and this is a little late. Like, if he wanted to do this, he should have done this earlier. Yeah, HwangSin, he like feels it's coming. And Happy's just like, I'll just not do that.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea to not drop and die.
Again, though, with the good scouting, he's got the factory at the 3rd, and he's getting a 3rd of his own. So, again, he's got the game on lock. If he survives... And HwangSin is a good enough player. He knows when his timing pushes are. HwangSin knows he's going to have to push when he gets these upgrades in the Colossus. Like, he knows it's go time. If Happy survives that, he'll be way ahead, though. But I'd expect that HwangSin will be able to do pretty good damage when he does charge and 2-2 and 2 Colossus and Colossus range all at the same time finishing.
Yeah, that would be the best timing, and he does like his timings on 2 bases.
Yep. I mean, he is
here
not.
He goes.
You can tell he is knocking down the rocks. He's not gonna all in.
Yeah.
I mean, he is knocking down the rocks to take a 3rd, but he'll be very surprised when he tries to take the 3rd and there's a factory sitting at his 3rd base.
Yep, that's very true. Oh, there's the observer. You can barely see it. And here comes HwangSin.
Very, very smart. You see, he moved his army back when he was like, oh, he has the tower.
Yeah.
So he sent just 1 zealot ahead to try to clear the tower, so that you didn't see the whole army. But now he's like, all right, well, now I have to go anyway.
He should just go.
He needs to just go anyway now. If it was just the 1 Marine, then wait. But it was his whole army.
Yeah.
And I would say
see? No, he can't see the factory.
no. Yeah. He'll see it as soon as the Zealot breaks down the rocks.
Yep.
Yep. He's going to try. Yeah, he was just going to take the 4th and push, but.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh.
That sad noise the probe makes.
I know.
But yeah,
it's like, let me handle this.
Yeah, it's go time though for HwangSin, and he knows it, so he's going.
Sending that observer out ahead of everything just to make sure that the way is clear. And Happy.
The Viking camp.
I like this decision. I thought this is good. You don't want to get stuck in your
choke,
natural.
yeah.
You want to have your army out here. Happy knows this is coming. And yeah, it's absolutely a good decision because his concave right here is going to be a lot better than his concave would be right here.
And
right?
he can't get force field trapped either there. He has an escape route.
Yeah.
But yeah, HwangSin sees this. He's going to have to play this game of positioning. Oh, I like it. Blink up.
Oh, he could have.
He sent 1. I thought he was going to send more. I would have liked that.
He was just doing a little bit of scouting with this. Yeah. Just kind of seeing what his opponent has. And is he actually going to move back? He might.
He still hasn't killed the factory. I would not like that. I think he has to try to do some damage here. I don't know. What do you think?
I feel like he should. You know, I feel like he should try to do some damage, but he's a little bit intimidated. His army is very good. The thing is, is that there's
nice
no
blink.
ghosts. Oh, blinking ahead to try to take out some of the Vikings, but will it be enough? I don't know. HwangSin losing some Colossi, but the Colossi are doing a lot of damage as well. Actually, this is not going too badly for HwangSin.
Yeah, the key there was that he killed a lot of the Vikings before the Vikings could kill the Colossus, and the Colossus did so much to the bio, and now Happy is in a lot of trouble.
No kidding.
Very nice engage by HwangSin. That blink was really key. Because look at that Colossus health. One of them is like a slither left.
The question is, you know, will the reinforcements be able to make a difference? Oh, the Zealots wading into the SCVs. The SCVs fighting as well. And HwangSin kind of controls this ramp with the Colossi. That's a big deal. Oh, nice he's got to watch out for this Colossi. It's so low. Oh, nice blink to save it. Oh, but the Colossi gets targeted down anyway. Here come reinforcements for HwangSin. That Immortal dying to SCVs. That's a bit embarrassing.
And that's pretty much it. I really like how he controlled that.
Yeah, I suppose. Should be. Colossus getting microed back a little bit. It is low health. And looks like HwangSin's got this game locked down. 124 supply to just 34. A game won, most likely here for It's GoSu. I'd be shocked if he lost it now. It would be the biggest comeback in StarCraft 2 history.
Yeah, he has about 10 SUVs left or something like that.
Yeah. It's gonna be
and HwangSin now is building his 4th just in case.
Yep.
Oh, Happy. Come on now.
He's going to stay. He's like, all right, I've got mules.
Well, you know, I guess I've seen leads blown. Ooh, wow. That would...
Colossus is like, I thought we won already.
Yeah. I'm here for the parade.
That's right.
Well, I mean, HwangSin's going to scout that 4th because he's like, why hasn't he left yet? He's on 1 base. So he's going to see it, and like, there it goes. There's the Zealots, and that'll be it. Like, Happy should leave as soon as that goes down.
What?
All right.
Oh,
there we go. Okay. Oh. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding.
Yep. And so he's going to be able to kill off some of the mules there, and that should be about it.
All right, so
well,
I guess Happy he has an army. He has an army. No, it's like the chip in a chair thing. You never know when people can move command in your army, I suppose.
That's true, yeah. Stranger things have happened, but this is obviously not a fight that Happy's going to win.
Very good game.
Very GG.
Nice manner.
Yeah, no kidding. It was a good game, too, and it looks like GoSu wins a game, which